shown. And the reason they were not shown, and we talked to people in the television industry, and we talked to people who are close to the Rodney King.
Well, what are we doing today, Rob?
We're going out in the public. In the last hour, the Rodney King trial verdicts were in. Not guilty except for one count of excessive force against Powell, which will be obviously thrown out. It's a not guilty verdicts. And we're going out in LA because as citizens, it's our duty to go out there and get the opinion and get the word out that this is a total injustice. Filmmakers, just want to know if you would like to care to discuss or give your opinion about the Rodney King trial verdicts.
I thought it was stunk.
So did I, absolutely. We just found out.
Like that video tape was hallucinating or something.
I was shocked. I was shocked by it. Thank you very much. Excuse me, sir? Hi there. We're student filmmakers, and we just wanted to know if you had any opinion on the Rodney King trial verdict that was just handed out. Have you heard yet about it?
No.
Yeah, they were found not guilty. Do you have any immediate reaction to that?
No.
None whatsoever. Great. How you doing? We're independent filmmakers. Want to know if you had any opinion on the Rodney King trial verdict that was just read. Have you heard the verdict yet?
Yeah,
they let them go, yeah.
All four, not guilty on all four counts.
I was thinking.
Oh, really? That's okay.
What is it?
Yeah, they were found not guilty. We're just independent filmmakers. We're just getting some immediate reaction from the actual public. Do you have any reaction to the actual verdict?
I don't know. It's not right, man.
Thank you. We're independent filmmakers. We just want to know your immediate reaction to the Rodney King video verdict.
My reaction to the video?
To the fact that they were all found not guilty today on all four counts.
It sucks.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Hi, we're independent filmmakers. We just want to know your immediate reaction to the Rodney King video. Oh, thank you. Excuse me, sir. Hi. We're independent filmmakers. We want to know if you have any immediate reaction to the Rodney King verdict.
I think it sucks.
Thank you. Excuse me. Hi, we're independent filmmakers. We just want to know if you have any opinion about the Rodney King trial verdict. Any comments?
All police officers not guilty on all counts.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand is how come they're all against it like that, like they were, when they're doing the interviews. Because I was following some of the trial, but not all of it.
Yeah.
There's still something that's fishy in it, definitely. For everybody to get off except the one guy. What charges they're trying to keep against him?
The excessive force was a hung jury against Powell, and they're going to go back to trial for that, but it'll probably be dismissed. But we just found out about the verdict. We just want to get in the community and get some opinions on it. So.
Well, I think there's something fishy about it.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you
Thanks
very much.
a lot.
Excuse us. Hi, we're independent filmmakers. Just want to know if you have any comments about the Rodney King trial verdict.
All cops not guilty.
Not guilty. They were found not guilty.
They did it wrong.
Yeah. Thank you.
They did it wrong.
Thank you. Hi, we're independent filmmakers. Just want to know if you have any comments about the Rodney King trial verdict. They were found not guilty.
All cops not guilty. Any comments?
I think the cops are guilty.
Yeah.
You think there's a problem with racism in LAPD?
I don't know about racism,
But they're guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Excuse me, filmmakers. Just want to know if you have any immediate reaction to the Rodney King verdict.
Sean.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Excuse me. How's it going?
All right.
We're just taking a survey. Just want to know what you were feeling about the Rodney King verdict was. Man.
Oh man, I don't think it was fair, the way they did, because they have the videotape right there. I mean, I don't think he should have been speeding. But I don't think it just, him speeding do not justify them.
Do you think it was a racial issue involved?
I wouldn't want to say it's a racial issue, but it has the the potential for more, because I don't want to be saying it's all right. But you know what? I think it was.
Yeah, bro.
Sorry.
I hear you.
That's all right.
But you know what? I don't think, and I can't see how the jury can look at that tape and say that he was, not guilty. That they were not guilty.
They were found not guilty on all counts.
On all those accounts. And I sit here and I went next door right before I came on, and I seen that. And it really hurted me inside because what is the United States doing, you know, for us? What is, I mean, it's like you can go here, do this, they can do that to you. And even if you're right and wrong, you know, they're going to say you're wrong, and you're wrong.
So would you think it's safe to say that there's one set of laws for the people and one set of laws for the police?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Really?
Do you have any comments about today's verdict and the Rodney King verdict?
Well, like I said, if it was a white guy, it would have been a different story,
Yeah,
right?
there you go.
Thank you.
Or if it would have been a Hispanic guy, it would have been a whole different story.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for your time.
Excuse me, ma'am. We're taking a survey. Do you have any comments about the Rodney King trial verdict?
No.
Thank you. Excuse me, sir. We're taking a survey. Do you have any comments about the Rodney King trial verdict?
No, I just, my brother just got on TV.
Thank you. Taking a survey. Do you have any opinion on the Rodney King trial verdict? Opinion on the Rodney King trial verdict. Your immediate reaction.
I anticipated that. Yeah.
That it was going to be not guilty.
Yeah, right. So I don't know what's going to happen.
Do you think there's been an injustice done?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Excuse me, ma'am. Do you have any opinion about the Rodney King trial? I want to know if you have any opinion or immediate comments about the Rodney King trial verdict. Have you heard that they were all found not guilty?
Not yet.
Yeah, they were found not guilty. Do you have any opinion on that? That they basically got away with that?
They shouldn't. I don't know what's going on now, but they shouldn't.
Yeah. It's pretty shocking. They were found not guilty.
On all counts.
On all counts.
In other words, the videotape that you saw was legal. What they did to that man was considered okay. I just wanted to get some opinions.
Great, thank you very much. Excuse me, sir. We're just taking a quick survey. Do you have any comments about the Rodney King verdict? They were found not guilty.
On all counts.
Really?
All of the policemen were found not guilty.
Videotape that they showed of Rodney King being beaten, the police were just found not guilty. I'm not
No.
kidding.
What do you think about that?
Yes. What does that say about our community? What does that say about Los Angeles? It's basically giving them maybe a ticket to do that.
I agree with you 100%. I think the judge should have been harder on the verdict.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Any comments about the Rodney King trial video about the being not found guilty?
You want to talk?
Ma'am, do you have any comments?
We were wondering if
No
you...
time right now. Maybe in the way out.
Okay,
Okay.
appreciate it. What's your opinion about the Rodney King trial verdict? They were found not guilty.
I really don't know. I really don't know if it.
That's
Okay,
okay.
thank you.
Excuse me, ma'am. We're just taking a survey. Have any comments about the Rodney King trial verdict?
Not at all.
Thank you. Ma'am, hi there. We just found out this is the Rodney King trial. We just heard that the police officer was found not guilty. Do you have any comments on that?
I'm against that because they are not right.
I agree.
You
It's
hate me.
It's okay.
Oh no, don't
No
worry about it.
way.
We're independent filmmakers. Don't
No,
worry.
that's okay. I don't give my
But
name.
isn't it terrible what
It's
happened?
ridiculous.
I know. They're found not guilty. You saw the video, didn't you?
Well, why shouldn't they be guilty when they are the police and the innocent people are just...
Thank you for your...
Hi, excuse me. We're just taking we're independent filmmakers. Just want to know if you had any opinion about the Rodney King trial. They were
Verdict.
just found not guilty.
Really?
Yes.
All four counts. All
not
of the
guilty.
cops.
The policemen are not.
Yes,
Yes.
all of them.
After seeing that video, any opinions on that?
I think it's a miscarriage of justice, and I think they all are guilty.
It's quite shocking what happened.
Yeah, and I think they're all guilty.
Great.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much. Appreciate it.
As far as I can spit.
Sure.
Wouldn't you say it'd be safe to say that there's one set of laws for us and one set of laws for the cops?
Right, there's always been one set of laws for white people, one set of laws for black people, and
It's more so than ever.
it's more so than ever.
Even
and
after that video, still found not guilty.
The woman this afternoon on Channel 5 put it very amply. This is a miscarriage of justice. It's just a horrible thing for them to have done.
Absolutely.
And there were 12 white people on the jury.
In Simi Valley.
Well, thank you very much for your
Yeah,
comments.
thank you. Appreciate it. Excuse me, sir. We're just independent filmmakers. Just want to know if you had any opinion on the verdict, the Rodney King trial verdict. They were found not guilty, the police officers. Have you heard about it?
No, I haven't heard.
Oh, you have? Yeah, they were found not guilty for beating up Rodney King. Do you have any opinion on that, or?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't know.
You know? Okay. Great. Thank you very much. Just want to know if you have any opinion on the Rodney King trial verdicts. They were found not guilty. Any opinion on that?
Well, any opinion on the Rodney King trial verdict today? Yeah, do you have any opinions about it? We're independent filmmakers. We're just asking anybody's opinion on this.
You really don't want my opinion, man.
Oh, yeah. We need your opinion.
You really want my opinion?
Absolutely.
I think somebody should blow the Los Angeles Police Department up. That's what I believe.
Right on, man. Thank you. Hey, you got any comments on today's verdict of the Rodney King trial? I'd rather not. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Excuse me, sir. We're just taking a survey. Do you have any comment on the Rodney King trial video?
I didn't even see it.
Okay. Thank you. Hi, we're independent filmmakers. Just want to know if you had any verdict on the Rodney King trial.
I'm in a real rush.
Okay. You were found not guilty, the police officers.
All the police officers were found not guilty today on all counts.
Yeah.
Do you have any opinion on that?
I wasn't at the trial.
Oh, okay. Do you have any opinion on today's verdict with Rodney King, all the police officers being found not guilty of all counts?
Disappointed.
Disappointed. Thank you, sir.
Excuse me, ma'am. Just independent filmmakers. Just want to know if you had any comments about the Rodney trial verdict, Rodney King trial verdict. They were found not guilty on all counts. Did you have any comments on that? As being a citizen of Los Angeles? Absolutely. They were found guilty on all, not guilty on all counts. Did you thought maybe we think it's maybe a racial issue, or actually maybe because the trial was held in Simi Valley, it had any effect? I mean, it's quite shocking that they were.
I don't know if it was racial. I think maybe it was just the police didn't want to find them guilty because they were police.
Yeah.
And everybody I've talked to was shocked that they were found not guilty.
Yeah, it is quite shocking. It's going to be an interesting evening in Los Angeles County. Thank you very much.
Did they interview any of the jurors? Because I watched it for a half an hour before I came.
I'll tell you about the jury. I bet they just left. They wanted to get out of there. I didn't even see what they look like. I've never seen one interview. Maybe later on tonight, maybe Nightline may cover it. It's going to be an interesting evening in LA County today to see what happens. There's a lot of fear of, race riots. And
when I heard the verdict, I wonder what's going to happen downtown LA.
Yeah.
Because I work downtown with black people. They're very wonderful people.
Sure, of course, absolutely.
And my heart goes out to them because my heart goes out to all of us.
Well, we think that the white people of this community have to organize and stand in solidarity with the blacks and
absolutely.
And also
this is a miscarriage of justice, and I would be interesting to see if the police department reinstates them.
Interesting. They were found not guilty. They very well could be.
So I mean, it's also going to be very interesting to see a lot of different things. Like you said, the outcome is yet to come in. Truly has yet to come in.
Yep.
I don't think any of us should rest until those men are put behind.
And the one we really need to feel for is Rodney King. How is he feeling right now?
Well, not just him. I think, I think yes, I agree with you.
But it's more than just Rodney King. It's a.
And how can anyone deny the fact that this man was beaten? If you saw it once, you saw it 1,000 times.
We've all seen.
Basically, the message being sent to the LAPD is that what happened on that video is okay.
Exactly. It's okay, do it. Gang up on them, 100 officers gang up on one man and beat the shit out of him.
And if he's black, it's okay.
And if it's black, it's okay. If he's black, it's okay.
So they got a free ticket.
They won't touch you if they're white.
Thank you.
And understanding, they won't touch you if you're Korean either.
That's the new one. Thank you. Thank you. We're independent filmmakers. We just want to know what your opinion was on the comments about the Rodney King trial.
Gotta be kidding. I'm outraged. I'm angry. I'm sad by the whole thing.
Thank you.
We're just getting opinions on today's verdict on the.
Found not guilty.
That's obviously I heard it in work today.
Pretty shocking.
What do you think of that?
I swear, if I see those guys on the street, I swear I will fucking flip them off so bad.
Yeah.
Because it's not fair, bro. It's like, I know they have the right to do this sort of things, but not to go around and beat people like that. It's fucked up.
You saw the video?
Huh? I saw the video, everything. You know, they have everything. They have all the. They even have the. Well, I bet 2 years later they're gonna come out and say the video was fake. Watch. They'll do that too. They'll say it was made up video.
Do you think there's some racial issues?
Yes, there is. Yeah. Trust me, there is. This country is all about racial problems. You know, it's just like Mexicans, Hispanics. You know, whatever happens, it's like it has to be black or Hispanic. Why? Why?
Thank you, bro.
Appreciate your comments. Excuse me, ma'am, I'm like in a hurry, but do you have any comments about the Rodney King trial verdicts that came out?
Not really.
They were found not guilty.
Yeah, I heard that.
On the Rodney King trial verdict.
What are you going to do? I'm sorry. I'm so
Oh, that's okay.
You fixed it?
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, sir. Just want to know if you have any comments about the Rodney King trial verdicts. The police officers were found not guilty.
They should be guilty. They should be hung up.
Thank you.
Okay. King trial verdicts. The officers were found not guilty. Pretty shocking.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks again.
You're welcome. Many things I would tell you about something else.
Verdict with Rodney King trial.
I can't believe it. It's unbelievable. I can't believe that. That's a crime in itself.
Thank you.
Great, thank you.
Excuse me, sir. We're independent filmmakers. Wondering if you had any comments about today's verdict, not guilty verdict on all counts in the Rodney King trial beating.
Oh, I hadn't even heard it yet.
They're all not guilty, all the officers on all counts.
I'd rather read it myself before I make a comment on it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Excuse me, ma'am? Hi, we're independent filmmakers. Just want to know if you had any comments about the Rodney King trial verdict.
Yes, I think it's outrageous. In my opinion, I think black women need to get with white men, and white men need to get with black women so that we can not have a white race anymore. And I'm sorry to say that. I love people. I love black people. I love white people. I love minorities. But this is ridiculous.
They were all found not guilty.
Not guilty. How can you be not guilty? You can kill a 15-year-old child. You can beat a man until he cannot no longer function as a person and be not guilty. That's ridiculous.
Thank you
for
very
your
much.
Would you like to try it?
Well, can you tell me a little bit about this? What exactly this is?
Yeah, it's a reading. Tell you if you like to help out the children for food and clothing.
And, you know, I've never had my palm read.
Like to try it?
Well...
It don't take long, 2 minutes. I could tell it for you right now if you like.
How much is it?
It's $25, but it's special $5 off $20.
See, I don't have $20 with me.
How much you got?
I have actually no money on me.
Verdict on all counts on the Rodney King trial.
Very disappointed in the legal system, and I'm a youngster. I'm turning 18, and I'm very frustrated.
Thank you.
No hope.
Thank you. Any comments on today's Rodney King trial verdict?
Excuse me?
All of the police in the Rodney King trial beating were found not guilty today on all counts. Do you have any comments about that?
You know, I think it's you know, it's terrible because they don't have to make that, you know. So whatever they do is wrong because it's not allowed.
Do you think there's a problem with racism in the LAPD?
I think it's racist. I don't like people, and I feel that.
You feel the effects?
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah. You know, I think it's time for changes. Yeah. So.
Well, thank you. Thanks for your time, man.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Comments about the Rodney King trial verdict today? Not guilty on all counts?
What are your opinions about it? They were found not guilty.
Yeah, I'd say my faith in the system is a little shaken today.
I hear you. I'm curious to know what's going to happen tonight.
Oh, I would hate to be a cop in South Central LA, and I own my office for that.
Boy, that's for sure.
I mean, the idea that people are going to be afraid to be pulled over in their cars if they're white or black. Because these guys meant the mentality of anybody to do that.
I mean, it's almost like they've gotten a ticket to beat now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It was really scary.
Yeah, it is.
I watched it and I was shocked.
It's quite
Guilty
shocking.
not guilty on all counts.
On all counts. In other words,
there's something wrong here.
the message being sent out to the public is that what you saw in the video, Rodney King's beating, was permissible. It's okay. You can do that to people if you're a cop.
White.
If you're white, yeah, right. Well, so you think there's
an all-white jury and a white judge and a white, you know.
In Simi Valley.
Yeah, in Simi Valley. Like the whole thing, I mean, I'm embarrassed about other countries see that. And they
Oh,
think,
I
well,
know.
you know,
It has
hey,
more effect just in Los Angeles. I mean, Los Angeles is such a world-known community,
sure,
city.
look at it. It's a national thing.
Absolutely.
Well, we think that white people have to go out in solidarity with our ethnic brothers and sisters and stand in solidarity.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
really where it's at. That's
Thank
the
you for
answer.
your opinion.
Bye-bye.
Excuse me, ma'am. We're just taking a survey. Do you have any opinion or comments about the Rodney King trial verdicts?
Yeah, I got a mouthful.
Well,
Give us, if you got 2 seconds.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
2
your first
seconds.
reaction to found not guilty?
Basically, it's on film. You know, I disagree with what the verdict was.
What do you think was going through the jury's mind? You know, they decided the first verdicts, the 3 verdicts within 5 hours, not guilty.
I think somebody got paid off.
Thank you.
Right now, what is the department doing at this moment to impose discipline in this case?
Well, Board of Rights
Go. Excuse me, ma'am. Have you heard about the verdict for Rodney King? Pretty shocking.
Any comments?
I don't know why we spent all that money, all that time.
It's true.
Do you think there was a miscarriage of justice?
I don't know that I'm that well read or that learned about it, but it sure seems that
You saw the video. You saw the beating
they're
video.
pushing me.
Thank you. Today. All. Thank you.
I think this is an education for blacks and whites. You know, as sad as it is, and as much as I speak on the issue of racism, I know that there are many white people and black people who are going to try to do some constructive things to get rid of this problem. But at first, nothing can be done with it until we acknowledge that we have.
I do not seek to explain the jury's decision because, frankly, no explanation makes sense.
Wants to commit these kind of crimes should stop it now.
All right, there you are. We're looking at more aerials from that same basic area around south central Los Angeles. At this point, I can't tell the intersection, but you can see that crowd, that truck turning around, things being thrown at it, the man throwing something directly at the driver's side window of that truck that pulled a U-turn. There you see the traffic. Tony Valdez, you're there. Can you describe from your vantage point what we're seeing? What you're seeing, I mean.
First of all, Chris, someone there in the newsroom ought to dial 911 and let them know that they've got someone with serious injuries as a result of this car that's right smack dab at the intersection that's been clobbered by just a whole handful of young men. That person appears to be down, appears to be very injured. Need to get some sort of medical aid into that person right away. And with him, he's got all the liquor that he can hold in his arms. It's a strange situation. There's a substantial number of people here who are dealing with this as though it is some sort of a carnival. There are other people here who are watching with grief in their eyes. And there's a man telling us now to get out of here, otherwise we're going to get bricked. And we're just about at the point where we may take him seriously on that. But again, the point that is just absolutely astounding is that there is no law enforcement here whatsoever.
Go ahead, Ross.
All right, I just want to point out that there's certainly no direct indication this has anything to do with those verdicts. However, obviously, there were a lot of people in that community who were very angry and very shocked by the verdicts handed down in Simi Valley this afternoon. We want to point that out, that there is no direct evidence this has anything to do with that. It may simply be gang-related. It may be a lot of things. But one thing we certainly know from the pictures that we are seeing live from Newscopter 13 is that it is very disturbing. And we've been hearing people all afternoon calling for calm in all parts of the city, calm in the wake of those verdicts. There are peaceful demonstrations, we might add, going on now at Parker Center and at various churches in South Central Los Angeles, and that is where community leaders and city leaders are urging people to go if they do have anger or frustration they would like to vent. We'll continue to look at live pictures now from Newscopter 13. Bob, anything has changed in the last few minutes?
Well, Ross, from our vantage point, things remain the same. There's no control here in the streets. There's no police presence at this point. People continue to go through the Tom's Liquor Store here at Normandy and Florence. There's been sporadic reports of violence and some action that we have seen on some of the surrounding streets here in this area. Fortunately, hang on, I'm getting a report from the police. There's now been a tactical alert for this area and that officers have been ordered to stay out of this general area.
People are all around my news vehicle. I'm looking around me. Most people are either standing around here or they're holding a picket sign. TV trucks are here. They're monitoring what's going on. And the protesters are, many of them holding signs and yelling. People are absolutely outraged by these verdicts. I talked to Clara Waters, and here are some of her thoughts.